What's up, y'all? It's your boy Swag Cjtv. Once again, you already know what it is, man. I do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? And do another episode. It's my second one. I just did my first one on my birthday, July 4th. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should cop that, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. It was about relationships, you know what I'm saying? This episode I want to talk about today is actually, you could call it part 2 of relationships. I've been having some feedback, at least, from some people. I ask them, you know what I'm saying, like any suggestions, anything like that, on my, Cjtv. Relationships seems like it's a topic that everybody just, either they're interested in, mainly because relationships is all over the world. It's like, it's all over the world. And, we all have relationships, but different types of relationships. I'm gonna hit on a little bit more about relationships, but I have somebody particularly on Facebook, one of my long friends I knew way back from like 05, 06. She basically, actually asked me, is there something I could talk about when it comes to communication in relationships, and how, I guess, instead of just arguing all the time, is there a way that you communicate without having to argue? I don't know everything about like all that, but I do know there is a way to argue productively. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, when they argue, they just be arguing. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get their point across, but the other person, you know what I'm saying, from the other end, they trying to get their point across, and then you're just bumping heads. That's all you're doing. Like, you're not really communicating. You're just talking. That's not communicating. Communication is the exchange of thoughts, messages, or information as by speech, visuals, signals, writing, or behavior. Now, those are just the, the top ones that you can communicate through. And notice that a lot of them, it's not just mainly just voice. You can communicate with a lot of different ways. You communicate by the way you act, you know what I'm saying? You can communicate. You can also communicate not even like being there, like ignoring somebody is communication. Basically saying, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you. So if somebody ignoring you, they're communicating you by saying, hey, leave me alone. So that's basically a form of communication. Communication is the top. It's like one of the biggest things a lot of people have a problem with, because a lot of people don't even know how to communicate. Just because you tell somebody how you feel and all that stuff does not really mean you're communicating. A lot of times when you communicate with somebody, you basically have to understand their side as well. You feel me? Like, that's how you're supposed to communicate. Like, that's how I would. If I'm arguing with somebody, whatever, I gotta at least get what you're going through and what you know what I'm saying, like how you feel about the situation. You know what I'm saying? At least understand your side and then express mine. Because if you just express yours, you feel me? You don't even know what the other person going through, what happened. So now you clashing heads. Because when the other person feel like you're, I guess, offended them or saying something that you shouldn't say, they're gonna say something, and now you arguing, going back and forth, like nobody is really listening to each other. You're just talking, just words flying around. But you have to be organized the way you communicate. All right, you have to be organized, because if you don't be organized, it's just gonna be a mess. And how I believe that you should communicate, and this is my opinion. What I would do is that I'm a type of guy where, like, even though I feel like I may be right, you know what I'm saying, I give you opportunity to speak. Like, I actually listen to every word you say. And then after I do that, I believe that it should take some time for me to digest what you're saying. I believe that the person that really want to get what they're saying out, somebody got to be responsible. Somebody got to let the other person speak. I don't know who it is. Somebody got to speak. Both people can't talk at the same time. Me, I would step back and let you talk. You know what I'm saying? How long will be, let you get everything out of your system out. Then me, what I would do is, I'll pretty much go to myself and I would just ponder the things that person said, you know what I'm saying? And then I believe that we should come back together, and then I do the same thing, and then you ponder what I said, you know what I'm saying? And we come back together. That's when, now we got all our feelings out, and we come together now to agree. Because you can communicate all you want, and then even if y'all, y'all patch up, you know what I'm saying, y'all pretty much make love, whatever now, you know what I'm saying, now y'all should be all happy, you still didn't fix it, you know what I'm saying, you still didn't communicate the right way to be able to make a solution, you know what I'm saying, to what you were arguing about. You know what I'm saying? That's why people continue to argue all the time, because they're not really fixing the problem. They just put it under the rug, and then it builds up, and then they argue again about it. Under the rug, builds up. It's just like a cycle. It's not, there's no point, there's nothing to go to, you know what I'm saying, to fix the problem. So that's how I believe, that's how I would do. But somebody got to be responsible. That's a whole thing too. A lot of people just want to be the boss of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're a man doesn't make you a boss of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're a man and you know what I'm saying, you want to stand your ground, but females, you know what I'm saying, they're human beings too, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to be heard. Somebody got to be responsible though, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and be like, yo, this is what you got to say. Don't be sarcastic about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want to be sarcastic. Like, they just say, okay, tell me what to say. Tell me. Like, come on, like, that's not right. If you really care about that person or love that person, like you say you do, you feel me? Like, you should sit there. I mean, if y'all together, work it out. You feel me? Communication is one of the biggest factors, if not the biggest factor, in relationships. So I try to make it very, very brief, the best I can. I mean, this right here can go on and on and on for days. Like, I can literally talk about it till my face turn blue. But I'm not going to do that. So I hope I helped you. And also, you know what I'm saying, it helped me. You feel me? Like, right now I'm single, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really with somebody officially yet, you know what I'm saying? But one day when I get into a relationship, like, this actually helps me, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'll be able to, things I'm saying to y'all, I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, teaching myself. So get at you, boy. Y'all already know what time it is. Swag CJ, Cjtv, same time, same place, maybe. Get at your boy.